Hello.
Hi there.
Morning or afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, it's early evening actually. It's like 6 p.m., right? I wouldn't, that's not, it's more evening than afternoon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, team.
Hi, Sammy.
Morning. I just pinged Raj to see if he's going to be joining today. Haven't heard back from him yet. He said he'll join in a couple seconds.
Hey, Sammy. Good morning, everybody.
Hey everyone.
Raj.
Good evening.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi Raj, how are you?
I am doing fantastic, sir. How are you? How's your leg? Is everything okay?
I'm okay. I was in India for a couple of months. I was not able to join. I'm back now.
All right, fantastic. So all well back there and all well with your leg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a lot of things going on. I'll think of you offline.
Okay. Sounds good. Will you be joining the summit?
Yeah, I will be there.
Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. All right. Okay, so a bit of a good news, not so good news. So we settled on a zero point 0.3 open SFI spec. I thought I should open up the meeting with that bit of a good news, um, and the spec was tied in a nice pretty bow, and we both Bert and I we submitted it to the steering committee for review. We presented the OpenSFI slides to them as well, and all the questions were addressed. So we did the same thing for OpenSIL as well on the same in the same setting, in the same meeting. So we started with OpenSIL, followed by OpenSFI. It was very well received, and so we have high confidence it'll go through without any hiccups. The not so very good news is there is one company that is still missing the +1 vote, and I'd like to see if Ian is here today. Not sure. Is Ian there? Probably not here. Okay. So Google, Ian has been working. Now, apparently, it was made super clear in that my request that basically said that you do not need to sign a CLA, a contributors licensing agreement. But unfortunately, I did get asked for the CLA. I responded to them that, hey, with the CCBY 4.0 license, which is an outbound license, but there was an inbound license, little verbiage that I added into the document as well that does not require any signing per OCP. So, but Google came back asking for more information on CLA, and I did explain it to them. And I haven't. So this was, I believe, day before yesterday when I had a email conversation with him and Alicia Schapp and Michael Schill, both from OCP. So we responded, and we haven't heard from them after that. So far it's good news, but there's a little bit of hitch there that we have to get passed through for the document to be fully accepted and us given the green signal to contribute or upload it to the OCP.
So Raj, is it a standard CLA, right? It's not, we are not creating anything new on top.
No, but there isn't any CLA, Sammy, because our outbound license is very permissive, extremely permissive, is same as MIT. It's called the CC BY 4.0 and a Creative Commons license, and which basically gives anybody the authority, or if they wanted to go and make modifications to it, maintain their own specification, they can feel free to do that. They can copy it. They can do basically whatever they want. The only thing that they have to do is they have to give attribution to the authors of this document. So that's the only thing that is required. Otherwise, it's very, very permissive, and hence the CLA is for that. The CLA inbound license is very minimal, and it was part of the document itself. That was in the license page of the OpenSFI and OpenCell as well. So that said, I think we are in a waiting mode, but OpenCell seems to be chugging along just fine. I don't anticipate any problems with that. Same with OpenSFI as well. It's just that one vote that I need for it to sail through just fine. Any questions from anybody on that? Okay.
And the date for approval, did they set the date? It's going to be published?
Alicia said it should happen within a week or 2 weeks max.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions from anybody? Any opens? Okay. But that also means, I mean, since 0.3, we had a lot of opens, and we did make a decision that we would address some of the elements that were brought in by Intel, namely Michael Kinney. So we will be addressing that in the coming weeks via these meetings. So either via these meetings or, better yet, through face-to-face. Now, I think AMI and Inside, both of them are not available November 14th for a face-to-face. So that puts a wrench in the plan. So I'm thinking to possibly pull that in by 1 week and see if that's a possibility. But I'll have to check with Dong as well if he's available. November 17th was basically quoted or suggested by Dong, and I ran it through the team. But it looks like we might have to pull it in by 1 week. If Dong is okay with that, um, I'll need to do the poll once again. Once I have a date from Dong, and you'd be okay as well, right, Sammy, for
Yeah,
a week before 17th? Okay,
yes, I'm fine.
all right.
And the location is the same place?
Same location that this would be at Intel. Allison did say that she could, donate the venue for that day.
Cool.
What else?
Hey,
Yeah.
Raj, just a quick question. So
Yes, sir.
where, I don't know, I don't know, somehow I missed the schedule for this meeting. So if you can point me to that or in the group email, that'd be great.
Yes. So let me see. It may be my bad. Senthil, I may have not included you, not on purpose.
Or is, yeah, if you can send, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Give me a second.
Yeah, you can do it later. No worries. Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. But if I don't end up doing that, please do send me a reminder, Senthil. I tend to forget things.
No
Um,
worries. Yeah. Yeah.
there
Will
are
do.
there are so many things, and then it just escapes my mind
Yeah.
a while. Not that I'm saying that I will forget it.
Mhm.
There's a chance, which is why I typically try to get to things as soon as they are in my purview. Okay, sounds good. So what else? I think that was it from an opens and updates perspective. Is Felix Polyadov here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Felix. Hey, I think the train has left the station for 0.3 UPCI. But you may still want to get that ball rolling ASAP.
Yes, yeah. So unfortunately, kind of my day job requires my full-time attention for the last few weeks. I didn't have a chance to work on that, but that's we need to start the process. So two things as far as the specs I need to do. One is like formatting. I need to convert it to the proper format to follow all the OCP convention, and then I want to also add a little bit like of content uh, to have more meat essentially over there, not just kind of very high level statement. So once this is done, probably since it's a change of content, we'll probably need to review it here one more time, and then after that we can start the formal process.
Okay, fantastic. So help me understand. Now I do remember there's still a chance, but what we settled to was that for OpenSFI we will continue to use the binaries for data action for argument exchange, input and output arguments, and there will not be a need for interpretable binary there, right?
Yes, this is correct. Yes.
Because what somehow I understood from looking at that document was that it's either that document or no, it wasn't the document. It was your presentation that I was reviewing as part of the OCP review process. I made a suggestion. I made comments in your presentation. It looked like there was a suggestion being made that for we would potentially be using JSON YAML for OpenSFI. So I did make a few comments. I'm not sure if the emails have gone out yet with the with the comments for all the presentation owners yet. At least I didn't get any notification for my presentations. If not, then it'll happen either by end. I don't think so. Yeah, you're right, Christian. So yeah, I mean, I think if it is not going to be this week, then at least early next week you will get the email notifications. So, anyways, was that so? The question for you, Felix, is was that on purpose? Was that the plan, or was that just a typo, or something that a remnant from way past?
Yeah, it was no. You're saying that by reviewing my presentation, somebody got an impression that we are recommending to use JSON for the OpenSFI. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
my-
not intentional. Yeah, if this is the case, yeah, we'll need to clarify the statement in the presentation.
Got it. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So all the presentations, so whoever owns the presentation for the OCP Global Summit, I have added comments, and you'll probably see it by as soon as the next phase opens for you for all the presentation owners to review the comments and.
Actually, sorry, I think I know what the source of confusion is, because for in context of UPCI, we are talking about like the source representation and the binary representation. So your questions are mostly with respect to binary representation, right? What is the format that OpenSFI API will get? And here we are talking about raw buffers. But as far as during development, how do you describe your data structure? How do you, what's the interoperability format during development for human to human interaction? For that purpose, yes, we add the specs mentions like JSON or YAML, something like that. But as far as binary interface, it's a raw buffer, no JSON there.
Okay. So a question for you, Bert. Or so when we thinking about the APCB tokens, would that get impacted if we choose to use, let's say, YAML or JSON or other methods?
I think that's going to require a little bit more review. I don't imagine so. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know that we would provide those tokens in a binary format. But
Not in a binary format. So let's say for the source format. So before you convert it into binary, right? So ultimately those tokens, those arguments, parameters, and whatnot, they get passed in as input arguments, right?
Right.
In raw binary in C, and so but before they are converted to binary, in what is the source format? So today it's a proprietary source format, I believe. It is token based, but the question would be that how would it impact APCB from that perspective? Maybe it has some bearings on it, maybe not, but something to think about. Maybe you could potentially have a conversation internally and figure that out.
Right. Yeah, I'll look into that. I don't anticipate there being any issue with that.
Okay.
The APCB, I don't think we're going to be changing it. We shouldn't be changing it at that stage. So I don't see any reason why it would have an effect. But yeah, I'll definitely have some conversations here.
Right. Okay.
So is there any equal JSON representation for the if you use a tool, can you convert to the tokens?
Yeah, I mean that's what we were talking about, Sammy. So there is a little bit of ambiguity there, and not to say that there won't be any impact, or there will be impact the other way around. And I'm just saying that we need to take a closer look at it internally and see if that is truly the case, if there is an impact, if there is something that we can leverage using YAML or other representation um, instead of a proprietary, because that part is already open source. The APCB is already open source to begin with. But so, anyways, we'll need to figure things out. So Felix, what does your timeline look like now? Now that we've missed the 0.3 boat, but from an announcement perspective, we might want to. What is in your mind during the presentation? You would like to make an announcement that, hey, we are at this level. What is your thought on that? What level are we going to claim?
Yeah, so maybe my hope was to be able to say that we started the process. So essentially, the content should be 0.3 ready, and then it should be just a matter of the formal process.
Got it. Okay. All right. So that sounds like a good news to me.
So if we have draft available published, then you can just put the link and say it's in review, right?
Come again? Sammy, can you repeat it again, please?
What I'm saying is if the document is published as a draft, you can say it's in review and put the link there, right?
Well, I'm not sure if we can expose the document that way. So the way, Sammy, I took the 0.3 was I formally made a contribution to the OCP. That was the process that I used for both OpenSIL and OpenSFI specifications. And so I was expecting that we do the same thing for UPCI version 0.3 as well.
Yeah, I think if it is contributed, you can say contributed, right? Otherwise, you are still want to say it's in review.
Yeah, we can say it is still in review. It is, or we can say it is. It has been submitted to the steering committee for review, and it is in the steering committee review process.
Right.
Internally, it has been reviewed by the OPF members, et cetera, and we can just say that workflow has started, right?
Right.
That itself is pretty good.
So Felix, are we going to try and do a 0.5 by OCP EMEA?
That's ambitious and not a bad goal, but let's finish 0.3 first, then we'll decide.
Okay.
No. But Tim, you are absolutely right. You need to have a plan, Felix, right? You need to have a proposed plan. Just like you should actually look at the plan for the OpenSFI. There is a timeline. While I am claiming 0.5 by end of this year, but then it will be announced that we have contributed 0.5 by EMEA, right? So that is the proposed plan. It can get pulled in, pushed out. That is perfectly okay. But at least you need to have a plan that you'll at certain milestones you will be making those releases. So I'd like to see a similar one for UPCI as well.
Yeah, okay.
So that one slide, so the comment on your slides, one of the comment was, hey, where is the plan?
So in fact, Raj, I think there is the first overview track, right?
Mm-hmm.
We should probably capture the whole roadmap. Where are the dates? Then individual work groups can put the dates there, right?
Yes, we can definitely do that. That's awesome.
So Raj, that puts us in a position to either roadmap. Are you thinking roadmap for 0.5 for EMEA, and then are you trying to hit APAC for the 0.7, or are you thinking OCP global for the 0.7?
Global. For 0.8.
0.8. Okay.
So now I am thinking. Well, I'm trying to, Tim, I'm trying to remember what I put in as a 1.0. I think I put in OCP global milestone
1.0.
0.0.
Okay.
Yeah, at least for OpenSFI. I'm not sure about UPCI, but
Sure.
you have to iterate through and figure out if that is appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me
Because
see if I can.
now we
Yeah,
have
go.
these regional summits. You know, basically, it becomes they become good milestone targets because they're 3 and 6 months apart. So it's a good, you make the smaller jump for EMEA, and then you make the big, and then the next small jump to APAC, and then you do the
Yes.
big jump at global. So
Yes. So you can yeah, I'm in agreement with you on that. So that's a great one. But the thing is that are we going to be is there oh yeah, we do have representation from Taiwan. We have MyTac, we have
yeah,
ByteDance, right? Yeah.
sure. And Insight is based is headquartered in Taiwan. So it's so there'll be at least 3 companies that would be relevant.
Right. Yeah, then I think I can plan the OpenSFI, in accordance to that as well. That would be good. Okay, so let me just share the presentation. I'm not sure if everybody has looked at it, but where is it? OPF projects, OpenSFI, OCP, and there you are. Share. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yep,
Looks
it's
really
a little
wide.
bit widescreen, but I think that's fine.
Yes, yeah, for that I really apologize because my Mac display gave up on me, and so I have to resort to my very wide monitor. Let me see if I can.
Go full screen. Does it?
My laptop screen does not work.
Right, but if you switch your PowerPoint to widescreen, can it do that? If you go to presentation mode, what does it do?
Yeah, let me see if I can do that. And how do I do that from here?
F5.
No, I'm using a Mac.
Okay.
Usually there's a button for it, but anyway, I don't know.
Go to view.
I can't.
There's a view, and underneath you should have some.
Slideshow, there you are. Super.
Better.
Is it better? Okay.
Yes.
Better.
Only if I can get rid of this. Hello.
It's like 20% better.
20% better. Nice way to put it.
Yeah.
And
We
you could potentially zoom your side from whoever is viewing it. They can zoom it.
Okay, so so let me just go to the this slide. So this is the slide that I was talking about, guys. My roadmap timeline slide. So 2025 Q3 is, well, while I'm calling it as an architectural draft, but I think I need to change this. So there is 0.3, 0.5, 0.8, and 1.0. And the contents of this need to change. I will be changing that next week sometimes. But this is what I had in mind. So you can basically copy the same format and then have your own what the content for each release. Then I also had partnerships acknowledgement here, which is a great slide. Not sure what happened here. Hang on, there's something here. Oops. Okay, I'll need to fix that. So this is a great slide that is a representation of deep collaboration with between the industry partners, and then we also need the compliance with OCP tenets, Felix and Tim. So we want to make sure that this is there. And finally, a call to action. This also is something that I need to update next week. So that's pretty much the content of the slide. So the two APIs, right? The initialization silicon and execute silicon runtime op. And then what the current status is. Oops, there it go. Snap. Yeah, there you are. So there's a pointer to the requirements, and I'm hoping that your requirements are up as well, Felix and Tim. And then the version 0.3 specification, OPF ratified and ready for release. So this will be modified as soon as we make some good progress. This line will be modified. Here, API defined, IO arguments and returns defined, alignment on stateless and statically linked library, IO schema, UPCI. So this probably will go away. I don't know. I'll decide it at the last moment. And then once I have the link, this part will change the day or 2 days before the presentation. And I will re-upload this via Kate Hendel. So you guys will need to do the same thing. So whenever you make any changes, I think I did send the email from Kate Hendel that so this time around, you cannot present your slides from your own laptop. You will have to, that will be presented by the OCP infrastructure server at the time when you get there. And so you cannot have last minute changes to your slides and expect that you'll be presenting that there. So there is a timeline. The last day, I believe, would be 1 or 2 days before the summit or before the presentation. And you will have to send your slides to Kate Hendel to upload it to the OCP server. So, okay. And then this was the solutions, just a recap slide that we presented in OCP Global and EMEA last time. Actually, it was Global, or was it an EMEA? I don't remember, but this was presented there. So here's a recap of the prompt statement. And that's it. Any questions?
And we are not making any statement about ARM, right?
Well, I mean, we have stated ARM as our
Partner, yeah.
right? And but should we? I think that may be a great idea.
You do have that somewhere, right? I
It's there in
remember.
the specification. It's there in the specification, but it isn't in here. I think it
Now,
would be
can you
great.
go to the other roadmap slide? Yeah, so on the bottom right corner, you say lays the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Now also, I mean, it does not stand out. I do want it to stand out.
You
Right?
could potentially put in that picture, architecture picture, you could probably make some statement that way it's clear what it's looking at.
Great suggestion.
Maybe on that bottom right-hand corner, right? You can put some statement.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay. Now, one thing that I wanted to get clarification from you, Senthil, is is this the right representation here? The way I'm doing it is, all caps, or should it be A and then RM should be lowercase?
I think this should be okay. Yeah, I think both ways. I don't think there will be issues, but yeah, I think this is fine, I would say.
Got it. Okay, sounds good. Because I have seen, either Dong or somebody else, use it AR, the R and M are in lower cases. So, okay, sounds good. So I'll make that modification to the slides.
Okay.
Any other feedback? Any other comments? Anybody? Yes, the content of this slide will be overhauled based on discussion with Allison and Michael Kinney, and we'll need to just make sure that all the elements, all the constructs are included here, and we leave no room for ambiguity there.
Are we going to make any statement about your reference code consuming this going to be available, or you want to just finish the spec portion but not?
So here's the thing. So that's a great segue into what I wanted to talk about, next year. And so, I mean, a spec has no value unless you have some POCs done for that for the specification, right? And so what I was thinking was that we need to have POCs for AMD SoC and Intel SoC to begin with. And my thought process was we should start once we bottomed out. Once we have a 0.5 by the end of this year, we should be in a pretty strong position to start the POC in January. Now, I will need help there. Number one, we all need to be aligned that we do need POC, right? And I think we did talk about it some during the face-to-face earlier this year, but we need to start having a definitive plan for it. And once we align, that would also mean that we need some resources to perform that development.
You do have a statement on, I believe, version 0.8. That's the slide that you're showing here, right? That bullet.
Yes.
Is it confirmed or is it a plan?
That is well, we did talk about it some in the face-to-face, and we all agreed that that would be necessary to prove it out, and hence I have it here. Now, when we will start is a question. I think we should be able to start to get the ball rolling in January of next year, 2026. So that would be a post 0.5 activity, right?
So, Raj, one question on the POCs, right? how are you envisioning that, right? Because one is the interface common, right? From Intel AMD as an example, if we take that, as discussed earlier, would we start a shim layer where we have like AMD and Intel produce that shim layer and have the consumption as a common between these two as part of the POC?
You're absolutely right. So the the host firmware layer that will need to change, right, to use the OpenSFI. And then the val is what your shim layer is. We have a name, vendor
Abstraction layer.
not abstraction. It's called the
Adapter.
adaptation layer. So the vendor adaptation layer is your shim layer, and that will be produced by the two companies based on the OpenSFI spec. And the real test would be the host firmware developers, once they've conformed to the OpenSFI, and once Intel that conforms to OpenSFI and AMD conforms to OpenSFI. Now, it does the interop work at this point in time. We will calibrate. It will allow us to shake out all the issues. You will run into a lot of issues, and that is what the 0.8 is all about, right? So between 0.5 and 0.8, or maybe even later, I don't know. But between 0.5 and 0.8, we would have shaken out all those ambiguities and addressed all of them, and we would have a fine-tuned spec by 0.8. And then once we do that, so that is when you are able to compile it, and you're able to just boot your platform. It's a smoke test. The smoke test would be a huge thumbs up that it is working, right? But that does not mean that it is perfect. It simply means that it worked to a certain degree. Now, after that comes validation, right? Somebody has to do validation on using these elements. We have these two platforms. Somebody has to do the validation. So they would validate it. The validation itself will generate a few other anomalies or issues. And addressing those issues, we would generate a 1.0 spec. So that's the rough plan.
Sounds good, Raj.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just want to wrap up on that. So the abstraction layer, the consuming, right, of this VAL, right, that could be a core boot based or ADK2 based, and we can figure out where these reside, consuming this OpenSFI for CSPs like this.
Yeah, this is awesome. So this brings us to the conversation on what are the configurations we will need to test, or we will need to do the POC for. So prioritization would be UEFI, but I think we would have resources from the core boot side as well.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm thinking 9 elements here, right? So 9 elements could be doing the core boot side of OpenSFI compliant core boot, and so the same OpenSFI val from Intel and AMD would work across UEFI and core boot OpenSFI compliant firmwares, host firmwares.
Sounds good. Christine, go ahead. Sorry.
Now, I just wanted to check on if you already have an idea on what generation you are targeting in terms of, so you want to go with like current gen AMD and Intel, or do we take something that's a little bit longer in the market and more mature? Like, what's the idea on that part?
Yeah, I think the what you need to start looking into as far as the intercept, SoC intercept is concerned, I can speak for AMD. We can start with Venice because by the time we are done, which is next year, we should be able to even open source our VAL implementation alongside with the UEFI and core boot implementations. Right?
Question with Venice, Raj, will be whether or not there is a core boot implementation available.
Well, yeah,
to
that's
use.
that's where Chris comes into play.
Right, and that means that this is more than just POC for OpenSFI, right? It means
Yeah, right.
first getting the Venice implementation of core boot, and then applying the
I agree.
I agree. Proof of concept to it.
Yeah, I agree.
Or would like the Turing, the existing current generation, right? Would that be practical? Yeah.
We could use Turin as well. Or
yeah, I think if we're talking about if it's just the POC, like Raj said, best case is to use the latest, right? But if we're gonna have to go through the process anyway, even Turin, right? There is no there as far as I know, there's no core boot implementation for Turin either, right? Genoa was the last server implementation that we did for Turin, and that has OpenSIL as well.
Yeah, but we kind of know that Turin kind of works in core boot, right? So we tested around with Turin after Genoa. So we took the Turin POC and tried to make that work on in core boot. So there's a basis, let's say,
right,
that we could start on. For Venice, there's nothing, right? So
that's true,
and that's definitely more work.
Yeah, it would definitely be better to start with Turin than to go all the way back to Genoa, right? 2 generations back is probably a bit much.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So, but you know, I don't want to get into details and put those details in here for sure, or not. Neither do I want to claim it. If let's say there's a question, Bert, that from the audience when we are presenting this, we might want to say that there is something in the plan, but we are not ready to talk about the specific intercept. Because we haven't aligned on that yet.
Right. I think that makes perfect sense. That's probably too much detail anyway.
Yes. Yeah. But you never know what you'll get. It's OCP is like a box of chocolates.
Well, and we haven't heard Intel speak up on this either. So it would require 2 different companies to confirm their plan. Otherwise, it's not very good to announce anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
And so make that box as a mix of milk and dark chocolates.
Yeah, and I hope it is chocolates.
All right. So
in terms of the POC platforms, you know, we were just discussing, I don't know. I mean, do you guys consider the broader availability of the platforms rather than taking the latest, or I don't know, I'm just thinking.
That is absolutely something that will need to be taken into consideration. And what I'm thinking is that by the time it's about Q2 timeframe, when you start either Q1 or Q2, when you start development, we might have platforms available. And
Okay.
And of course, it is going to be the responsibility of the SoC vendors to source these platforms to the developers.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the OEMs are concerned, they probably have an access to the latest and greatest platforms.
Right.
As far as the BIOS vendors are concerned, they may, but you know, they might be limited in quantity. So we'll have to, you know, this definitely will need to be taken into consideration. And Turin may be something that at the time is readily available, and it allows you to, you know, start your development and test things out ASAP. And we can probably follow it up with the latest generation right after. But that that plan we can wing it out in real time.
Yeah, when it gets closer, it may be worth thinking about if there are OCP standard servers that use any of these specific CPUs, and then that kind of integrates us a little bit more into the OCP ecosystem.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. Yeah. So then yeah, of course, from a partnership perspective, we will need your deep partnerships in development as well. I'm thinking from an OEM platforms perspective that are OCP compliant and probably are readily available. I don't know. That's a great point, Ian, that you bring up. So does Google and Microsoft or ByteDance or MyTac, do they have OCP platforms that are readily available from AMD or from Intel?
I don't believe so. The one I know of is Geico.
Geico, okay. But what chip is it based on?
I'm not sure. So when it comes to it, we should look at that. It's one of those, like, we should look at what's available as an OCP standard server so that other OCP groups can use and leverage this. But internal to some of the OEMs, we'll probably have to make it work with our existing platforms that we've already designed.
Yeah, and I think that would be great. That would be ideal if we can have an OCP standard platform.
Well, we may want to bring this up with MyTac.
Come again, please.
We may want to bring this up with MyTac since they might be able to source something as well in quantity if we need to.
Yeah. So MyTac, ByteDance, but that also means that they will, of course, I think they'd be ecstatic to jump into the pool for development and whatnot. But yeah, that would be ideal.
As long as it's not liquid cooled.
Well, that is fine too. We'll all jump into it.
It's not going to be. It's not. Yeah, I can't bring it home though. That's the problem.
So Roger, I think in my memory, WinWin has the OCP platform published.
Is it based on what SoC?
In my memory, I think both AMD or Intel. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think WinWin. Yeah.
Can you help? Can you help investigate that?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can ask the WinWin guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Amos. Yeah, and shoot me an email with whatever you find, or even if you're going to have a email conversation with them, put me in that email. Add me and Sammy, both of them.
Yeah, usually each year from the OCP event, their guys will launch their own OCP platforms.
I see.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so any other comments, ideas? If not, this is the wrap. I think we will have two more. If my memory is well, we will have two more meetings before the OCP summit.
Yep.
And so yeah, if there is anything that comes up, please feel free to reach out via the OPF distribution list, or you can send an email, pointed email as well. That's perfectly okay. And I think we are in a good shape as far as these two projects under OPF are concerned. And we have a ton of exciting stuff that are going to be presented in the global summit. So looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Raj, what of we need to sync on the first presentation?
Yes.
Let us set some time before.
Yeah, I do have time now. If you have the time.
Okay, I can talk. Yeah.
So other folks can go ahead and they can jump off the bridge.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Let me bring the slide. I'm sharing the slider. Let me know if you can see. Raj. Raj, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think the first slide is just a general slide, right? First two things not can always change it. Anything need to be changed. And the project update, I kind of left it as a each work stream is providing an update, but I think it will be good to have a one slider on the roadmap, right?
Yes, absolutely. Now, also, you may want to change the arm the way it is represented up there.
Capital.
Based on our conversation with Senthil. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. I think my question is what we want to do an update here, right? Do we want to get up both the work streams roadmap and put it as a generic one, and we can always refer the work streams to have deep dive on it? Or
yeah, we can just cut and paste the roadmap slide.
Right.
Put it right after that. So
right.
In
fact, we don't need to have all the details. We probably can have just the timeline, right? 0.3, 0.5, 0.7 or something like that.
That is right. Or we can do that. Yeah.
Right.
So one thing, Sammy, can we put up the vision mission statements up on the wiki, or you can probably show me how to do it, and I'll do it. Maybe that is better if you can show.
The vision mission statements on wiki.
Yes. So we can take that after the review here.
Yeah. I think let us complete this one, and I do need to get the permission. I think I got the GitHub permission, and I didn't click that S, so I need to request it again. I will say. Then there was, I think there's two things, right? One is we want to give a project update.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing, as part of the, if you look at the slide, right? Project update as well as firmware projects scope delineation that we want to discuss. That kind of two sets to this presentation, right?
So number 3 is the update, and then number 5.
Yeah, number 3, and we can add one more slide, right? Based on the once you have your material and Felix material available, we can just take those two and put it one slider as app level, right?
Agree.
And the scope delineation, I just took the one that it was presented for the EMEA, right? The European conference. I'm trying to see, do we want to have a much more details here? Or is it just good enough? The way I did it was like, these are the projects has a firmware touch points. And I think here in the bottom 3 slides, 3 bullets is really trying to summarize it, right?
I agree.
And do we want to go a little bit more deep onto this, or if you want, is it just okay here, or I'm trying to see like what do you feel?
No, I think this is good enough. The collaboration aspect of it is what we want to bring up here, and this basically speaks to it, right?
Yeah. So, do we want to make sure that other teams are aligned? We aligning here within the OPF. Do you want to check the security team and hardware management and test violation, things like that, or just want to make sure that they're not thinking
aware
different,
that
right?
this is we need to make sure that we are all aligned on this one. We don't want to catch them off guard.
Right. So then I think maybe if I can just send this slide and make sure that they're aligned, or if they have some different view, we want to kind of have the discussion and create one more one slider for this, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah, this sounds like a great idea.
And I think this summary of the 3 projects I'm trying to highlight it here, right?
Yeah.
It's everything related to platform management, everything related to security, everything related to initialization, as well as
system.
Data plane related. Data plane is the main keyword here, right? And I'm also kind of adding one more liner. If anything comes, then people should bring it here. If they see that it does not belong to hardware management or security, they can bring it here and we can channel it properly, right?
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
What else? I put to the schedule also in case if you want to, given this is the first.
Yeah. So what I had in mind here.
Right.
So I thought you were going to also bring the OPF track schedule up as well, right?
This is OPF track schedule.
Yeah, but is it okay at the end, or maybe it is okay because that's when people will remember, right?
Right.
We don't want to talk about this one at the very first slide. Okay, I'm good with it.
Either we can have it in the slide, or we can just put the filter into that schedule, right? Tracker itself.
Right.
We can just show the track rate. Right. But we don't want to spend much time here, right? We just want to place it.
Right. Agree.
And what else?
Yeah, we also want to make sure that people, all the presenters, they come in time and they finish their presentation on time. So this time, I think OCP is very strict on the timings, and that to ensure that we don't use we don't spend a lot of time or time beyond the allocated time for any of the presentations.
Yeah, I agree. I think we don't want to spill over, then the time for the next presentation goes down, right? Yeah. And maybe I think we should emphasize as part of the track schedule here, right? We want to adhere to the timing.
Right.
Maybe I will put a text here.
Maybe also under the time there, you may want to put the start time and end time there as well.
Yeah, okay. I will highlight it for myself. And yeah. Okay. What else? Anything else we want to convey before we close the?
I guess this is good.
Okay.
This is awesome.
And this one, is there anything do you want to say?
collaborate with hardware management to drive synergy across domains.
Is it just
To help drive synergy. Yeah.
Then we should say both, right? OPF, hardware management, and
to help drive synergies across domains. Yeah.
then we can put on the security. Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Perfect.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
Okay, so okay, this is good. Looks like Shri joined and he's probably on another call.
No, looks like I think probably he's doing something else. He probably forgot. I mean, nothing on for him to talk probably in the previous one. So yeah, looks like he was listening.
Oh, that's funny.
That's okay. Yeah, sorry, I was not able to attend all the meetings. I was hoping to attend, but I had like a few family medical things to take care, and
I see.
every time this 9 o'clock meeting comes on, like something else going on. So
right. No worries. We totally understand it. But health-wise, you're okay?
yeah, I'm okay. It's more of a family side, like my moms and sisters, and there's a few things I have to take care of it. So it took some time away.
Right. Yeah.
And also, yeah, thank you for getting all the reviews done and getting it approved. It's awesome. Really good.
Yeah, so I'm waiting on Google to basically there was an email from Bharat Parthasarthi from Google inquiring about the CLA or where he could find the CLA, and his inquiry went to Michael Schill and Alicia Schaap, and Alicia added me to that email thread, and I did respond to him that look, from per guidance with OCP, you don't need to sign any CLA because of the permissive outbound license and the inbound license, which is already embedded in the document per OCP guidelines. So all you need to do is just give me a vote and we are good.
Yeah, I think that is the beauty of this. We are doing it's open thing, right? If it is a closed door group, then you do need to have CLAs there, right?
Yeah. Plus, so if I had used the generic OCP outbound license,
Right.
that was called what is it called? It's OW.
Yeah.
Why something
Yeah.
OWF or OFW,
Yeah.
Open Foundation, something.
Right.
And then, so if I had used that outbound license, then yes, everybody would have to sign the CLA. But since I was releasing it under the CC-BY, the Creative Commons, it became easier. So that's what the plan was right from the beginning, to use CC-BY, and we just need to follow through on that commitment.
And did you check with the OCP staff, and is anybody else used similar thing, or first time we are using that?
I think we are using it for the first time, and but I may be wrong. But I'm working with Alicia and Michael Schill, both of them. So they are guiding me through the process of using the CC-BY. And so while it is not mentioned, the CC-BY is not mentioned anywhere in the OCP website. I think internally they do have they do have provisions for CC-BY.
Okay. Yeah, as long as they're kind of aligned, because we don't want to publish and create a surprise there, right?
Right,
And
right.
in fact, they should not accept it unless they are not approving it, right?
That is correct. That is correct. So the fact that it has gone through all of that,
Right.
it's gone through the presentation review, which, like I mentioned, that it was very well received. Dongwei was there, and there were a few questions that were asked, very good questions, and we help address it because the reason we could address it was because we started with OpenSIL first and then OpenSFI. And the great question was that why do you need OpenSFI when you have OpenSIL, right? So we had to give them all the explanations, and then there were diagrams in OpenSIL presentation and then diagram in the OpenSFI presentation that helped disambiguate their confusion, right? And so it was a good presentation. It was very well received and whatnot. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, with the outcome. Just waiting on Google and waiting on the steering committee's output.
So maybe that sparks maybe another thinking. Do we want to create a one slider which contains both? That way, like how the system side it fits in, right? That we could use
One slider for
OpenSIL as well as OpenSFI, right?
uh,
In a
in
picture, right?
in
If it
one-
has the both,
yeah.
then it will be clear for whoever is receiving it. What is that OpenSIL where it corresponds to OpenSFI where it corresponds?
Oh yeah, that one picture is in the OpenSFI. So
Okay.
OpenSIL did not contain OpenSFI,
Right.
right? Because
Okay.
OpenSIL was not addressing the platform integrator problems, right?
Right.
So now when OpenSFI came in,
Right.
we already had OpenSIL.
Right.
So instead of Agisa, now we have OpenSIL, and which is a very scalable solution, and hence it scales very well. So that OpenSFI has both OpenSIL and OpenSFI in it.
Okay.
If you
So
look
maybe
at the architecture
right.
solution,
Right.
it will say both of them. Just
Okay.
like for Intel, it has
Right.
Intel FSP and OpenSFI on top of it.
Right. Okay.
Similarly, we have AMD's OpenSIL and OpenSFI on top of that.
Okay. In fact, I was again thinking in our presentation, right? The overview presentation. Do you want to put one picture there to kind of so that there's OpenSIL, OpenSFI, and you don't need to show the Intel AMD variations there. And that's it, right?
Right. It does have that picture does have Intel variation too.
No, it has, but I think an overview you don't need it. Right?
Oh, overview, we don't need it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll take a look and see.
Yeah, take a look at it
Yeah,
and let me know. Let me know. I can craft.
Okay. So maybe what I'm kind of getting in there is the question that you had in that presentation, right? It may be a common question for others who is attending OCP too.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And other than that, is there any kind of question about why we are doing or value or any concerns?
No, I don't have any other concerns.
Okay.
I'm just going to also add you as well to that email thread with Bharat Parthasarthi.
Okay. And the links are like I was clicking the link, it was become invalid. I think it's probably a time-based link. Can I get the link again? Maybe
Link for
the reviews, right? Open SFI and other links. Alisa, whatever, when she sent it with the time-based. I didn't click it before the time, so then I was not able to open it.
I see. No, so after that, I did have a conversation with Alicia, and she said that only one of the OCP leads need to approve it. So
okay.
I went ahead and approved it.
Sure, that's good. Yeah.
So that was really good because otherwise we would have been stuck.
Right.
Yeah. So adding Semi. Hi, Bharat. would you have any updates for us on this subject matter? Okay, I sent it to you. You are copied now.
Sure.
So, so yeah, go through our email. I mean, it's fairly,
Yeah.
fairly, straightforward. There's no magic or anything of that sort. So even Alicia also said that you don't need to sign any CLAs. She did say, I'm looping in Raj Kapoor, who can assist you with joining the OpenCell and OpenSFI efforts, which
Okay.
Google is they are already part of it, and they are contributing these specifications using Creative Commons 4.0 license. So there is no CLA to be signed. She made it
Okay.
in that.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
So, okay, so that said, let me share my screen. Zoom, share screen. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Just need to zoom in the middle part.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that Zoom allows you to zoom in.
Yeah, yeah.
Call.
Okay, so let me see if I can blow this up a little.
Yeah, no, this is fine. This is fine. I can zoom it from my side.
Okay. All right. So if I go to Open Platform Firmware, now I am signed here.
Okay.
And let me see what my profile is. I think it is OC project. Okay, sounds good. Now, it should be the wiki that you should go to, right? Okay, so
Right.
wiki. Projects. So this is a table of content. Okay, so it says welcome documents, etc. Oops, what happened? Okay. Incubation committee representative, project leads, OCP marketplace, get involved. And I thought I had made a change here.
That change disappeared, right?
No, so I did add myself and what's his name? Jean-Marie as well.
Okay.
And it did take effect. So this is, so I added this.
Okay. It went through. Okay, cool.
It went through. So now the question is, how do I add the projects here? Document links. Should that be in the documents section? Or should it be a page, a specific page on OpenSFI or specific page on UPCI?
I think you should create a specific page for each one.
Okay.
Then you can add the link here, right?
Link here.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Because
So
like similar to what you have this firmware checklist, right? You can have a separate page. You can copy the same similar attributes and create on it.
Comes back here. So when I click on this one,
Right.
the link is broken.
Maybe it's broken. I think it used to be alive before. Let me go there.
Okay, it seems to be broken. And then open system firmware, even this one is broken. It comes back here.
So you're looking at
Yeah, the governance is fine. It points to a document there.
so you're looking at the table of contents, right?
so below the table of contents. So I'm going to the document section, right? So under the document.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's showing a red list. So the link originally had it's broken now.
Right. Transition schedule for open system firmware to open compute platform.
So transition schedule is a separate page, right? So
Yeah,
you can think of a charter as a separate page. Maybe instead of looking at a checklist, so they're all linking to the document, right?
right. So what is this?
And if you look at those three are documents, it was linked.
Yeah, but what is this transition?
This is the one when they created the OPF project.
Oh,
The feedback
OSF,
that we provided, they posted as it is, looks like.
so OSF to OPF.
Right.
Okay. But
in fact, I had all with all the comments, right? They should purge it. But,
there's no OPF here though. So if
no, the starting, right? Open Compute Platform. The name is changed and the scope is changed. I think that's this is the document they send it us for review.
No, this is OCP. This is OCP. Transition schedule for open system firmware on OCP. So I think this was.
So
right.
what is the date?
This is 2019.
Oh, OPF.
Yeah,
OSF, this is not there.
Yeah, this is moving the OSF workstream to OCP. I think OSF used to be in OSFF.
Oh, it's 2019 document.
2019, yeah.
Ah, got it. Okay, good. Yeah, that's right.
So I'll have to, we'll have to revisit this document and maybe, this
It's
should.
really required or not, right?
I don't think this is required anymore.
It's just a timeline thing. We can just say when it was moved.
Right. Yeah.
So, do you want to have a separate page, or do you want to have?
I'd like to have a separate page, similar to this page, right? With dark background and the vision, mission statements, and then that page could have pointers to the requirements, pointer to the 0.3 that when it gets uploaded to the OCP repository, etc., etc.
So let me do one thing. Let me work on creating a dummy pages and send you the link. I will work on it today and get it done by tomorrow.
Fantastic.
And then let us probably put some time, either Monday or Tuesday, for us to review.
Sounds good.
Then we can say like it's finalized, and we can ask people to consume it, right?
Okay, sounds good. That sounds like a plan.
So what you want? I'm just making a note. You want to have one link for a scope, and you have one link for two links for each work stream, right? One for each one.
I just need in here, I'd like to add a section called current projects.
Okay.
Right.
And the link for the projects, right?
Yeah, and the link for, and then
current projects or work streams.
Current project, right? I mean, OPF is a work stream, and then
no, OPF is a project.
Okay.
And Open SFI is a work stream.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, sounds good. So we can keep it as a work. So the current work stream projects.
Right.
Right. So let's call it
our current project work streams.
Project work streams. Right. Thank you. Yeah. And then if there are current project work streams, one day they will not be current. They will be of the past.
Yeah, right.
So you need, at that time, we'll need to add an archive of project work streams.
Right. Yeah. So we can put a live one and archive section underneath. You can, once you decide that we are going to retire on that one, we can move to the archive. Right?
Beautiful.
But still, we can have a separate links. That way, each work stream will have its own link.
Yes.
And we can put it in the main page here to kind of link it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Like a plan.
And you are able to edit this wiki?
I thought I was able to, but now let me see. Sign in. Okay. So this is okay. That's a different. Let me see. Two-factor authentication. Hang on. Let me get that. I don't know where it is. Maybe it is in my work phone. Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm here. Now, how do I?
This is a document view, right? Do you have a GitHub view? The file structure view.
Use your pull requests. And revisions. Maybe it is right toward the end. Nope.
No. I think they have a folder view, right? I think on the right hand side is anything there. Okay, you download concepts. Things. Maybe the right hand corner, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The top left-hand corner there is open.
Okay. Now I see. Okay.
It is there. So
Okay.
now remind me, how do I?
I can click the projects, then you can click the previous level, open compute project.
Open. How do
left
I?
hand.
Oh,
So click on, yeah, right.
Okay.
Still not showing the. Click on the projects underneath. See the overview relationship. Yeah. Yeah. Not showing the.
This is if I'm creating the project.
Go back.
Search repository. OSF.
Yeah, okay. Bottom, open system firmware. Yeah, click that. Okay, now you see the pricing.
This should be changed to OPF.
Yeah, it's but the link, this project can be changed, but the original link still alive unless we change that thing, right?
How about let me go back and then search for OPF instead.
It's not changed to OPF.
OCP OPF backend. OPF testing and validation. What is this?
think they changed the interface, the way it is viewing here.
This is something else.
No. Let me figure out what the change. I think Michael responded to my mail. I need to catch with him again anyway.
Oh, this one is pinned. So let me see if I can just, so this was, so I clicked on the overview and then open system firmware is there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the GitHub. Hold on. I think it has changed the interface. I believe that's what it is. Okay, got it.
This is not what it is. Give me a second, I'll be back.
Sure.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, I think Kevin sent me the invitation for the GitHub ID and looks like it expired. I need to
Okay.
ask him again. So what I will do, Raj, let me get this taken care, and then let us have a call, and I will
good.
go through that.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And yeah, so at one point in time, I used to be able to make these modifications too. But not sure why. Maybe I need to change my ID to OC projects and see signing out of that.
Yeah, for me, what I had a problem was I modified everything, uploaded, but when I did the review, it didn't show up.
Ah,
So then when I asked Kevin, I think he said like there is some permission things need to be set.
I
Right?
see.
You should not automatically lose it, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. So he sent me an invitation to kind of join the collaboration. Then it looks like I didn't click the invitation within 7 days.
I see. So it kind
And I will request him back. Then I will get the recipe in, and then I will do a quick sync and go through that. And if you make change, then make sure that it gets reflected. I know there was some time when you make a change, it does not immediately appear on the web page. You can see it locally. Let me ask the time also. Is there any because they don't want to just blast a lot of things, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me check with him.
Okay, sounds good, man. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it, and welcome back.
Oh, thank you for taking care of these things. It's good to be. We have 3 people. It's good at least one guy goes away. At least we are others can take care of.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime, man. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, thank you.
Bye-bye.